Good morning, everybody. And today I want to talk to you about what happened right after the funeral. Um, the funeral itself was very draining, to say the least. Um, Having to officiate, meet everybody, including the ex-husband for the first time. Um, Very draining in every way, shape, or form. I met up with some of her friends after the funeral. They did a little get together at one of Teresa's favorite spots when she was a kid back in Lafayette. There was about 7 of us. I was the last one to arrive because, I had to make sure that Teresa got in the ground properly and paid off the guys that put her in the ground, gave them some extra money and stuff like that. I guess that's what you do, but that's what I did. Because they treated her with the utmost respect because I watched from afar. I wasn't supposed to be around, but they knew I was there and I watched from afar. So I get over to this get together. Brittany, her boyfriend Tracy, Anne, and there were a few others over there. Now, one of the women that happened to be there is supposedly a counselor. And at one point when Teresa and I had split up, she had actually moved in with Teresa for a few weeks. And they had gotten into it and they had separated. It was a bad breakup, let's put it that way. And she was there. And she had the fucking audacity to say, we all know she had problems. And we all tried to help her. And I wanted to reach across the fucking table, grab this bitch by her neck, and wring it because I had just put the woman I love in the ground and she wants to talk about how bad off she was and how we all knew it. That's not what we're there for. That's not what that get-together was for. It was a bitch session about Teresa. We all had our issues with Teresa, and I don't want to hear anybody out there that says that they didn't. Yeah, she was your sweet friend and everything else, but she could also be mean and cruel when she was drunk. So after all that, and I saw the sunset on the way home when I was getting gas, as I told you guys last time, I really had a rough night. Stopped off at the local bar and got hammered. And for days after that, tried to go to work the next day. They sent me home because I wasn't in any shape, which was a good thing, so I had the next couple days after that off. So it gave me a few days off. But I had no direction. None. I was lost. I wandered a lot. I went to the Fly, which was her favorite place, and we used to go there quite a bit. Sit on a blanket, and we'd have wine or cheese or whatever else that we wanted, music, and a candle that we had. Funny, I don't know where the hell that candle went to. I just spent hours sitting there, drinking, getting stoned, languishing. I wasn't eating right, wasn't sleeping well, crying all the time. My world was devastated. And I heard this phrase once before, and it sums it up perfectly. I'm like a plate that's been shattered on the ground into 1,000 pieces. And I'm trying to put that plate back together piece by piece. Everybody tells me how proud they are of me because of how I've dealt with all this. How I'm doing this video series, this vlog, to help me and maybe others out in the process. I think that's well and good. I don't see how strong I've been. I really don't. I've been as weak as all get out. I still feel weak to this day because she's not here. I just get up and keep moving and try and have a great attitude every day now. I mean, it's been 4 months. I still cry. Within a couple of weeks of putting her in the ground, I was in Florida visiting my son, playing ping pong and having a good time with him and remembering how much I miss him. It was hard coming back because she wasn't here. I was angry all the time that she had left. I still couldn't understand why she did it. Still to this day I don't, and I probably never will. And it'll rack my brain because I do sit at night. And that's the hard time for me. During the day I can keep myself busy, I can get out, I can do things. And now I have a steady job that, where we're all, and I'm able to get out and be in front of people now, which I wasn't before, okay? Because I was so angry. I didn't want to be around people. People sucked. People got into Teresa's head a lot, especially when she was drinking, telling her she didn't have any issues. It wasn't her problem, it was mine. I had a conversation with her recently. I converse with her a lot. Even while driving in the car, I'll have a short. I still text her. Text the phone. I'm waiting for the person who gets her number to tell me to stop. But I'm going to continue doing it until then. And then I can email her because I have her email address as long as it hasn't been shut down, which I don't think it has. This really, it's hard going through every day. Very hard. Because I got to a point where no matter what would happen, I always had her back. And that's what you're supposed to do when you love someone. You're supposed to have their back in times of trouble. You don't make up excuses. You're there, no matter what. And from the moment I saw her and met her, I fell for her right away, and I continue to fall for her every single day. Even through all the hardships, I knew where her heart was at. It was her demons that got her. And I'm sure I was a part of that at one point, arguing with her as much as I did, but that's because I cared about her enough to get her to stop. And that's what a lot of the arguments were, trying to get her to stop her thinking, and she wouldn't do it, and she'd get personal. And the abuse I took from that woman, and some of you know, can attest to that, because I've talked to y'all about it. I have to get over that pain. I got a lot of it. I still love her. I'll love her till the day I die. And I may never get with someone else again. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. It may. At this point, not even into all of that right now. Who knows? I may meet somebody that blows me off my feet, but, I've been very fortunate in my life. I don't like to say lucky. Lucky's for fools. I've been very fortunate in my life to come across good people to keep me on a good path of being a good person. And I was hoping that I could be that inspiration and spark for Teresa. And I believe that at times I did. That's why she kept coming back and getting me, because she knew the kind of a man I am. Not that it makes that big of a difference now, does it? Didn't sleep well again last night. Woke up hugging the pillow again, surrounded by pillows. It felt like I was boxed in, or I boxed myself in to keep myself contained, I guess. I love you, Teresa. I miss every day that I don't get to hear your voice, or see your beautiful face, or feel your beautiful soul around me. I'm sorry your demons got the better of you. I wish there was more I could do. I think I did everything I possibly could and then some to prove to you. And see, that was the other thing. I had to prove to you every day how I felt about you when I showed you every day. This shouldn't have been enough. But because you had so many outside influences, you were always worried that what I said was false. Well, you don't move halfway across the country on a whim of somebody. You move halfway across the country because you believe in that person. That's exactly what I did, folks. I believed in her. I believed in the person below the surface of all the pain. And I believed that she could get better. She did. She started to. And that's what kills me. She started to. She really started to get better. In September, she started to get clean. She stopped drinking. Or at least, stopped drinking as much. I wasn't around here 24 hours a day because I was working. I had my own place, and all of that. But for a month, I kept going over and I saw the real Teresa, the one who was vibrant and alive, working in her garden, trying to get her life together. Loving life, enjoying life, brightness in her eyes, guys. A zest for life again. And then a friend who was close to her, Chesley, killed herself. And I believe that's where this drop-off really started. Because she delved into it more than I'd ever seen. She started watching programs on like 13 Reasons Why, really delved into that type of subject and started getting morose and cut off from everybody. One of the reasons I have stayed out in the public eye is because I don't want to end up like that. I know I could get to that stage of depression, and I'm not going to have it with me. That's why I keep going. That's why I want to prove to everybody else that even after all this, with the hurt, I'm still dealing with the hurt every day. Waking up, she's not here. I can't call her. I can't text her and have her text me back, even if it's to leave her alone. She never really wanted me to leave her alone. She just wanted me to stop texting as much as I did because she knew how much I loved her. And it wasn't a fake love. That's real love about who she is. I wanted what was best for her. She just never gave me an opportunity to be that man. I'm gonna say goodbye for now, guys. And I'll talk to you soon. You guys have a great day, and I hope y'all had a great day. Bye. Love you.